Chernobyl disaster. On April 26, 1986, a terrible disaster happened. It took place in the Soviet Union in Ukraine at the Chernobyl Nuclear Power Plant. This was not just a small accident. It affected millions of people and polluted the environment for many years. Even today, the area is not fully safe.
So, what happened that night?
What went wrong? What is Chernobyl? Chernobyl was a large nuclear power plant built to produce electricity. It used a type of reactor called RBMK. These reactors were very powerful. They could produce a lot of energy. But they also had a serious problem. They were not very safe in some situations. On normal days, this might not be a big problem. But when mistakes happen, it can become very dangerous.
The test.
On the night of April 25th, workers wanted to do a test. The goal was simple. If the power goes out, how long can the turbines still produce electricity? This looked like a safety test, but many mistakes happened during the test. The power of the reactor was reduced. Then workers tried to increase it again. Some safety systems were turned off. This made the reactor less protected. Workers did not follow all the rules. And small mistakes started to grow into a big problem. Loss of control. After some time, the reactor became unstable. Its power started to increase very fast. This was a known risk for this type of reactor. But the workers did not fully understand the danger. They tried to stop it by using control rods. But this did not work as expected. In fact, it made the situation worse. Everything happened very quickly. There was no way to stop it. The explosion. At 1:23 a.m. on April 26, there was a big explosion. Then a second, stronger explosion followed. The top of the reactor was destroyed. Heavy parts of metal and concrete were thrown away. And the most dangerous thing happened. Radioactive materials spread into the air. A fire started. But this was not a normal fire. It was a radioactive fire. First response. Firefighters came quickly to stop the fire. But they did not know how dangerous it was. They thought it was a normal fire. They had no special protective equipment. They were exposed to high levels of radiation. Many firefighters worked bravely. But after a few days, they became very sick. Some of them died within weeks. Radiation. After the explosion, a large amount of radiation spread into the air. The wind carried it to many places. Not only Ukraine, but also Belarus, Russia, and parts of Europe were affected. Radiation is very dangerous. You cannot see it. You cannot smell it. You cannot feel it. That is why many people did not understand the danger at first. Pripyat City. Near the power plant, there was a city called Pripyat. About 50,000 people lived there. Many of them worked at the plant. After the explosion, life continued normally for a short time. People went to work. Children went to school. But they were already exposed to radiation. After about 36 hours, the city was evacuated. Buses came to take people away. They were told, "You will return in a few days." But they never came back. Today, Pripyat is an empty, abandoned city. Results. The effects of the disaster were very serious. Thousands of people were exposed to radiation. Many people became sick. Cancer cases increased. A large area became unsafe to live. A restricted zone was created around the plant. People are still not allowed to live there. Interestingly, nature started to return. Animals now live in the area without humans. What went wrong? Chernobyl was not just one mistake. It was a combination of many problems. Design problems in the reactor, human mistakes, lack of proper training, ignoring safety rules. Also, the truth was hidden at first. This made the situation worse. Conclusion: the Chernobyl disaster is an important lesson. Nuclear energy is very powerful, but it must be used carefully. Today, technology is better. Safety systems are stronger. But Chernobyl shows us one thing: small mistakes can lead to very big disasters. Ending: today, people can visit Chernobyl, but it is still risky. Empty buildings, quiet streets, and silence. The signs of the disaster are still there. What do you think? Is nuclear energy safe? Don't forget to share your ideas in the comments.